Hi everyone, I'm Deanne from Newfoundland, Canada. Welcome to my FlossTube channel, Stitching on the Rock. We are at episode 64 and we are at December 26th. So happy Boxing Day, Merry Christmas, happy belated Tibbs Eve. Yeah, it's been a while. Welcome if you're new, a new subscriber. I had a few, so welcome. Some of you might be from the Jingle Ball. As you can tell, I'm sounding a bit better. Still have a bit of the leftover yuck. If you're one of my returning subscribers, sorry, it's been several weeks since I've been here. If you saw my post, you know that December brought illness to my house. December 1st, I think, was Sunday. Aaron had been at his dad's the weekend. When he got home, he said that he was complaining a bit of a sore throat that day. He woke up Monday and he was sore throat, cough. So I kept him home from school on Monday, kept him home from school on Tuesday. Wednesday in the afternoon, he had a math assessment and an English assessment, so he had to go for the afternoon. And then he got back to school full on Thursday, which I think was the 6th. Thursday morning, I woke up with a sore throat. Friday was the Jingle Ball, and I was miserable. I had a great time, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but I was miserable. By Saturday night, I just was sitting there listening to the girls talk. I couldn't even stitch. And like I'm still, as you could tell by that cough, not 100% over it. I still have that leftover. Hopefully I won't cough too much. I won't have to pause the video too much. And then last Monday, the last week of school for Aaron, he woke up, or Sunday night, Monday morning, he had a temperature of 102. He was miserable. Oh my gosh, I kept trying to hopefully that, it wouldn't get better. Last day of classes was Thursday, and I sent him, and like 15 minutes later, they called and said, come and get him. And I took him to the doctor, and she put him on antibiotics, and he's been so sick. For the first Monday and Tuesday, he didn't get out of bed. Thursday and Friday, he didn't get out of bed. We didn't go for the last day on Friday, but they don't do anything that day. By this Monday past, the 22nd, I think, he was on the couch. He was dressed on the 23rd and 24th. Yesterday for Christmas, I thought he was well enough. We went to my mom's. It was just the three of us for Christmas dinner because one of my sisters has gone to visit her children away. And the other sister has children and grandchildren, and Aaron was too sick to be around all those people. So we went to my mom's for supper last night, and he went to his dad's for overnight last night. And I stayed at my mom's overnight last night, and then I messaged this morning, and he slept through the night. That's the first night he hasn't had like coughing fits in the night. And so he's on the mend. He's got 4 or 5 days left of his antibiotics. And hopefully by the 6th of January, when he goes back to school, he'll be fine again. But I can't remember the last time he was this sick. But like he had a little cold, got well enough to go to school for a couple of weeks, and then picked up this illness somewhere. And that's enough talk about sickness. But that's why I haven't done a video in 3 weeks. Sorry, I had to pause to cough. I haven't been talking that much either since the Jingle Ball. We did have a white Christmas. We had maybe an inch of snow on the ground yesterday, and it snowed overnight. But it has turned to rain, so we may lose it all again. What else has been going on? Oh, in the week and a half to 2 weeks when Aaron was well, he had a basketball tournament at school and did really well. I don't know what else has been going on. Canada Post is back. All of my 700 subscriber giveaways have been posted, but between the backlog of what they have and the holidays, I'm not sure when you guys are going to get them. Hopefully soon. I would appreciate it if when they arrive, if you just comment on my most recent video and say, got my parcel, so I know that people are receiving it, because I'm a little concerned, you know, with all that's been going on. We can't post it. You might not see it till April, but fingers crossed that it will come soon. Just a little touch on the jingle ball. I had a ball. I stuck mostly to the Canada Stitching Lounge because I knew people there, and I did pop into a couple others, but where I wasn't feeling well, I didn't really, you know, want to interact with too many people. Just my voice sounded terrible. By Saturday night, I had laryngitis and I sounded terrible. Friday night, I did take part in 3 sessions, I think, of the blind dating thing, and I loved it. I would have done that all weekend if I had sounded really well. And I did do a couple of sessions Saturday morning, but the Saturday evening ones I didn't take part in. Connected with some friends, online friends, met some people that I'm online friends with but didn't know I was, because they some usernames on Instagram and here on YouTube don't match people's real names and that. But I had a blast, and they have 5 online events happening in 2025, and I know the March one, Aaron is at his dad's for that weekend, so I'm going to take part in that one. But a couple of patterns. I didn't do any of the classes. I'll show you the patterns later on in my little, that's all the haul I really have, because everything else is still in the, somewhere there in Canada Post, you know, piles and piles of stuff. But hopefully I'll get some things this coming week. And I think that's everything that's been happening in the last 3 weeks or so. Other than, you know, stitching, and I'm taking part in a challenge on the Whip Warriors called Christmas Songs, and you pick a song, and if it's 2 minutes and 53 seconds, you stitch 253 stitches on a whip, and oh my goodness, that has got me to my goals on a couple of pieces, so I can't wait to show you. So let's get started. This is going to be very short, but so I went back to my old Crow salt box. I think that's what it's called. The one that I said that I screwed up the fabric. And last night at my mom's, I stitched in what someone suggested, which was to have the sunflowers look like they're growing up behind the house. So I forgot the color for the insides of the sunflower. So all I have to do is fill that in. And I think it makes it look so much more balanced now. So there's that one. And the final house that I'm doing for the for that sal is Candy Cane Cottage. And I'll put up a picture of what it's supposed to look like when it's done. And I have until the end of the year to get it done. And I don't know if I stitched on this since I showed it to you last, but I may have. So that's where I am. I've got the house almost all completed. I just have to finish coming up a little bit further on that side. Yeah. So I should be able to sit down and get that done. The song challenge ends today. So I have one more song that I've posted that I'm going to try and stitch on. And we'll see if that works. So I have got my yearly goal done on 2 more pieces. First up is Almost Winter, Mini Almost Winter by the You Know It Aftermath. And I'll put up a picture of what it's supposed to look like. And my goal for this one was to get to 15%. And since it's stitched 1/1 on 28 star sapphire, and since you saw it last, I put in 650 stitches, so I'm at exactly 15%. And here is where we are. So what I did was obviously all over here on this side with the black and that. I'm really happy that I got the year-end goal done on that. And then next one I got my year-end goal done on was Little Things Sampler by Stitches Through the Years. So my goal on this was to get both sides of the border down to the same spot, and I did. And here is everything I have done. So I got both borders all the way down the sides. So what I did, since you guys saw it last, is here. So I know I did this full motif. I think I had that one outlined last time you saw it, and I'm not sure if I had that one completed, but if not, I completed that one, and then the line, I brought it down all the way down to the bottom, and both colors. Oh, and I also came back up because I counted my stitches, but I didn't keep track of what they were. I only counted them for the challenge. But this later line in here, I filled. I had one half the cross done all the way across, but I filled in some of the other side there. So that one is completed for this year. I think next year when I pick it up, I will just start going down the center. Next was River's Edge by Kevin Daniel. It's stitched, oh, I didn't say, this is stitched 2/1 on 36 count light mocha. This is stitched 1/1 on lichen gray. And since you saw it last, I did 841 stitches on it, and I'm at 25.32%. My goal for the year was to get to 50%, but I knew that wasn't going to happen, so I'm a quarter of the way through. So I have 75% to do next year. So here we are. Here is where it is. And once again, I'm just picking a color and running it through cross country on that color as far as it goes, and then just picking another color just so that I'm not getting any lines. So it's really hard to tell you exactly what I did, but there it is. Oh, I forgot something. My Quaker Canada flag. I had it on my list for my last video, and I don't think I showed it to you. But I have done, since you saw it last, 1,054 stitches, and I'm at 23%. And I reached my goal for the year as well, which was to complete the red column of the flag, which I did. And it's so pretty. What I did after that, I have to bring it in really close because it's really hard for you to see. I can barely see it. Is I started stitching on one of the gray, like the second half of a motif, which is gray, right here. There. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the gray. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I don't like the gray. I know, and it's not even half a motif. It's only like a quarter of a motif. And it looks, I don't like it. And I don't know what to do really, except that I've got a spool of the sulky bright white coming. Because even though my fabric is white, if I hold up a piece of computer paper next to it, it's not bright white. So I'm gonna try, like, maybe on the bottom, stitch in half a motif in the bright white and see if it will show up. I don't know if it will, and if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'd take any suggestions that you have, and I know that maybe if I did the bright white and then did the blue lines between the bright white, if that would make it, I don't know. Tell me what you think. I just know that I don't like the gray. And I might just have big olive written Quaker motifs. I don't know what I'm going to do. And finally, my last whip that I have been working on is my Mini Sunflowers by Marion Broom. It is done 1/1 on 25 count daffodil. Since you have seen it last, I have done 3,464 stitches, and I am at 96.97%. Nope, my needle is still there and a thread where I left off. Ignore that. Here we are. Oh, I love it so much. So what I have left to do is obviously fill in a little bit around here and a little bit around here. I have about 700, 800 stitches left to do. When I'm done editing and uploading, I will be tackling that again. I have one song on this challenge that I want to complete. It's 400 and something. It's 4 minutes and Last Christmas by Wham. So 4 minutes and something seconds. So I should get about half of what I have left to do done today. And on the weekend when Aaron goes to his dad's, I'm going to finish it. Yay! I can't believe it. And that will be my second Heaven and Earth design finished. I'm so excited. And that was a quick run through of my update of what I have been stitching on. I forgot to mention when I was talking about the Jingle Ball that I met a relative-ish person. Saturday, I was in the Canadian group chatting with the girls, and I said, oh, I have to show you my shirt I found at a store here in Newfoundland. And I'm not tall enough for you guys. So it says all the Jingle Ladies, which I thought was really appropriate for the Jingle Ball. And they were all like really cool. And one of the ladies there is Jacqueline. And if you're watching, I said, oh, what store? And I said, well, it's a local store here in Newfoundland. You know, you can't get it. She's in Ontario. You can't get it there. And she said, oh, I have relatives in Newfoundland. And I said, oh, okay. And I told her the store and blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, yeah, where are your relatives and where are they from? And well, I have relatives in St. John's and I have relatives in this community. And I said, oh, that's the community next to where my dad is from. And oh, yeah, who are your relatives? And she told me, and I said, they're my relatives. She is connected to the family on one side, and I am connected to the family on the other side, which is so cool to be in the middle of an online event and find out that, you know, you have a connection to someone in where you're talking. Yeah. Anyway, so there, at the Jingle Ball, I bought a couple patterns, and this is the only haul I've had in because of all the going on. So I bought, and these are not on my list for next year unless I pull out a number and say, I don't want to stitch that, and I stick one of these in. Sorry. And I'm up to July in deciding on my pattern, so we'll see. So the first one was Pens on Designs, Merry Christmas, and this was her Jingle Ball exclusive last year. And I just thought it was so adorable. And the other one was Fa La La from Hello Liz Matthews, which is sweet pattern as well, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to keep the colors that are there. I may decide to change them and make them a little bit more Christmassy. Yellow is not a Christmas color to me, and I'm not a big fan of the olive green either, but we'll see. If it was me, I would probably put the red one in the center and then change around the other colors. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. Like I said, I have no plans to start that anytime soon. And I think that's everything. It's really short and really quick. But I wanted to come on and remind myself of how to do a video. I am hoping on Saturday to do my whip parade, and then at the end of the whip parade I will also have I did a little preview of my January starts, but I didn't talk anything about the fabrics or the threads or anything like that. So I'm hoping at the end of the whip parade I will stick that on the end, because I only have 12 whips going into next year. So my whip parade is going to be pretty short. But anyway, have a good day. I will see you guys hopefully then, and hopefully in the new year be back on the regular schedule. Bye.